Welcome again to another episode of Sneaks, Rhymes, and Life. We are in season four. So today's Halloween. So there was a little thriller inspired music to get the podcast started today. Um, so we're going to talk about, and before we get into today's topic, we have to acknowledge the James Harden saga, at least for this stage of it. It's finally over. James Harden finally traded off to the Clippers of all teams. I know this is the team that we've been talking about. We got Dame off the list. We got Harden off the list. So Harden and PJ Tucker, the king of sneakers, along with several others, um, off traded to the Clippers for two firsts, Batum, a couple other role players. We got pick swaps. We got two second round picks. So finally, the Harden saga is over. He was not last reported he was not even allowed to get on the plane with Philly, so it was imminent that he was getting traded. But the amount of star power they have, or at least aging star power they have, and now the Clippers, Steve Ballmer is in all or nothing. We got Kawhi, we have Paul George, we obviously had Westbrook, and now we're adding um, James Harden. So good luck to the Clippers. Maybe you can get it done. There's just not enough basketball on the court, if you ask me. But that's for another day. So outside being the NFL trade deadline, Montez Sweat, he's out. He's off to the Bears for my Commanders, and it's been a tough season, blown multiple games down the stretch. So no surprise that they are now sellers in this trade market. But hey, let's get into Halloween. Happy Halloween to all the listeners, all of the young people that will be out trick or treating tonight. So let's be safe out there. But let's talk about some of my favorite um, sneakers when it comes to Halloween. So I'm going to give you a couple honorable mentions. Actually, shout out to my boy Andy Stearns. He's actually wearing them today. The Vans Skate High, the Freddy Krueger version, totally fire. Honorable mention. There's too many other good shoes that I personally slightly rate higher than this one. Freddy Krueger will remain will make an appearance back on the list, but stay tuned. Also, we can't acknowledge the Jordan 1 with the call it Halloween theme. So yes, we have a Shattered Backboard 2, which is the least Halloween of the three, but the Shattered Backboard, I think that came out in 2020. That's the 3.0. And then the OG one, I was wearing it today. Got a couple looks. It's totally fire. We all know it's worth a couple G's. I was real lucky to get that one for retail, no less. That is the new Flex in 2023. But that is another honorable mention when we talk about Halloween shoes. So shout out to the Jordan 1 Retro High. So on my list, number 10, I will go with the Omni Reebok Pump. Now, if you know me, I like what I like, and the Omni Pump is one of my favorite non-Nike pairs of shoes. D Brown wore it. I wore it in high school. There is a bright orange one. They call it the pumpkin. So that is number 10 on my list. Number 9 is a dunk that came out only a couple years ago, and I like how it glows in the dark in certain panels of it. So that is the Dunk Low Premium, the from 2021, the Halloween version. It's pretty dope. It's got a kind of a white glowing like upper, but then you also got black and the orange to go with it. So that's number 9. Number 8 is the Adidas Hollywood Forum. I think they also call it the pumpkin. It's pretty dope. It looks different than any of the form that you've seen out there, but great to see Adidas on board with the Hollywood theme. And there's other brands like Asics that's got a couple dope ones, but number 8 is the Adidas Forum Halloween. And then number 7, and it kind of going back and forth with this. So it is the patent leather Air Force One. So front part was black, back was orange. I remember it for many, many years ago. Super dope one. That is on my list. That one's number 7. Number 6 is, and I've never seen it in person, only seen it on people's feet. The off-white Jordan, or the off-white Nike Blazer, um, all Halloweens or all Hallows Eve is technically is what it's called. Um, totally fire. Parts of it glow in the dark. It's crazy. It's maybe one of the most underrated pairs of the entire Off-White collection, but that one rolls in at number 6. Number 5 is one only that came out a couple years ago, and I just thought it was cool. I love the eyes on the back of it. That is the Mummy SB Dunk that came out a couple years ago. So that's number 5 on my list. This one is a classic for those that were, Air Force One heads that were rocking Air Force Ones in 2006. It is the Frankenstein Air Force One low that came out in 2006. Um, just the coloring, even like it's got like the Frankenstein markings that are on it. It's totally amazing. One of the best Halloween shoes they've ever made. So that one is number 3, and actually probably or number 4. It probably should be number 3 because number 3 kind of flip flop here. But the skeleton Air Force One, and they've done multiple colors of it. They've done like an orangish one. They've definitely done a whitish one. It's kind of my personal favorite. It's just a clean Halloween looking shoe, but that one is definitely on the list. So arm wrestle with the Frankenstein. I probably actually go Frankenstein 3 and then Halloween or the skeleton 4, number 4. But then we got the SB Dunk Day of the Dead. That one is just the material, what it looks like, the colorway, totally fire. One of the best Halloween shoes for sure. But I told you it was coming back. Freddy Krueger, SB Dunk. That is the number 1 shoe. Now it hasn't been out since 2006. I don't even know if we need an SB version. Maybe we just need a regular Dunk version. Maybe we need a Freddy Krueger whole pack. I know there's a Jason Voorhees shoe that's out there, but we could go for a whole Nike Freddy Krueger pack. Let me lay it out. We could go Dunk, Air Force One, Jordan 1, Blazer. We could do, I don't care. I don't care. Court Vision. We could just do the whole damn thing and make something pretty fire. Cortez would definitely be a fire Halloween shoe. So that's my top 10 of Halloween shoes that you definitely maybe in the closet, definitely you could wear. I think I'm definitely going to be wearing another pair of Jordan 1s tonight, maybe 3.0s as I hit the streets with my daughter, and we are out getting the candy loot. But be safe out there. Thank you everyone for listening. And this is another episode of Sneaks, Rhymes, and Life. Peace.